Good evening, I'm Chris English with MyVillageRadio.com. Thank you for joining us for this Hurricane Ian update. Let's get right to the latest track from the National Hurricane Center. As you can see, Ian is still a strong Category 4 storm with sustained winds of 140 miles per hour. The storm has made landfall just north of Fort Myers in southwest Florida, and the latest path shows Ian making its way across the Florida Peninsula, passing straight through Orlando during the day tomorrow. Looking at the latest information that we have on Ian, as we said, the storm is a strong Category 4 with those sustained winds of 140 miles per hour. It's currently located just north of Fort Myers and is moving to the north-northeast at 8 miles per hour. Now, this is a slow-moving storm expected to dump 12 to 20 inches of rain across central Florida. A hurricane warning remains in effect for all of Lake County including a flood watch, until Friday morning at 2. Also in Sumter and Marion counties, you're under a tropical storm warning, including the same flood watch until 2 a.m. Friday. Let's turn now to the latest radar imaging from the National Weather Service. As you can see, Hurricane Ian has a clearly defined eye and is continuing to slowly make its way onshore. Currently, our conditions in northern Lake County remain fairly calm and stable, as thus far we've only seen light rain showers from the outer bands of Ian. We do, however, expect that to change throughout the evening as the storm continues to move closer to central Florida. Now, air travel has been severely impacted across the state, as you can imagine. Tampa International Airport suspended operations yesterday at 5 p.m. and is closely monitoring the storm, and Orlando International ceased operations at 10:30 this morning. Now, both airports are advising travelers to check with their airlines regarding flight status and cancellations. Tourism has also been impacted across central Florida as the Walt Disney World Resort, Universal Orlando, SeaWorld, and Legoland all remain closed through Thursday. Universal's Halloween Horror Nights has also been canceled through Thursday night. In Lake County, garbage collection services for residents living in the unincorporated part of the county have been suspended due to Hurricane Ian. Residents are urged to secure their bins ahead of the worst of the storm. All solid waste facilities will be closed in Lake County on Thursday. Also in Lake County, all governmental offices and libraries are now closed, and the Lake Express Public Transit Service has suspended operations. In Sumter County, deputies have been patrolling along the Withlacoochee River, monitoring water levels and looking for any flood conditions. They remind all residents near the Withlacoochee that if you're caught in a flood and need assistance, call 911. If you're unable to dial out, hang a brightly colored shirt or piece of cloth in your yard or doorway, and deputies will be able to see that and come to your aid. Now, we do want to remind you about the shelters that are open throughout the Tri-County area. In Lake County, shelters are open at the Villages Elementary of Lady Lake, Leesburg Elementary, Umatilla Elementary, Lost Lake Elementary, Astatula Elementary, Treadway Elementary, Spring Creek Charter School, Mascot Charter School, Round Lake Charter, Mount Dora High, Leesburg High, East Ridge Middle, Eustis High, and Tavares High. In Sumter County, shelters are open at the Sumter Fairgrounds and the South Sumter High School. There's also a special needs shelter available at the Wildwood Community Center, and all of the shelters in Sumter County are pet friendly. In Marion County, the following shelters are available to you, including Denellen High School, Bellevue Middle, Fort McCoy School, Hammett Bowen Junior Elementary, and North Marion Middle. If you want to take your furry friends along, you can also visit Vanguard High School. That's a pet-friendly shelter, and the special needs shelter for Marion County is located at Westport High. Now, emergency management officials encourage citizens to bring enough supplies to the shelter to last 24 to 48 hours, and those supplies include things such as clothing, bedding, medications, food, and water. If you're bringing your pets or your furry loved ones to the pet-friendly shelter, they must be caged, and you'll be required to present required immunization documentation. Please bring whatever supplies are needed for your pets and be prepared to pick up after them as well. Now, sex offenders and sex predators who need shelter are encouraged to first seek shelter with family or friends in a non-restricted area. If that's not an option, they must contact their local sheriff's office or the sex offender predator unit for shelter. Please bring along bedding, hygiene items, snack food, medicine, or anything else that's needed. Now, the state has opened up its price gouging hotline. If you believe that gas stations, grocery stores, or just anyone who's providing supplies is not playing fair, you can contact the state at 1-866-966-7266. If you have any questions or need additional information, you can call your county's Citizen Information Hotline. In Lake County, that number is 352-253-9999. Marion County's 352-369-7500. And in Sumter County, you can dial 352-689-4400. Finally, this evening, power outages have become a major concern for those in southwest Florida already impacted by the hurricane. Customers in Collier, Lee, Charlotte, and Sarasota counties are seeing the worst power outages, with estimates ranging between 60 and 90% of homes now without power. According to PowerOutage.us, across Florida, over 1 million people are without power currently. Duke Energy is reporting 125,148 customers impacted. Florida Power and Light says over 719,000 of their customers have lost power, and Lee County Electric Co-op has over 154,000 customers in the dark. That's the latest information that we have on Hurricane Ian as we track the storm's impact across our portion of Central Florida. Please join us again throughout the evening and throughout the day tomorrow for more live updates. For our producer, Kate Shea, and myself, Chris English, thanks for joining all of us here, and we hope that you stay safe.